and the Steelers on Thursday night.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. And tonight we start week 9. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Here's Fields. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. Fields. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Justin Fields. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time.
There he goes left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
As always, no rooting interest here. but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Milton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Titans had 1-6 now. They come into this one fresh off the victory last week. They finally snapped that 6-game losing streak.
And you've heard the phrase much-needed win. That was a much-needed win. They needed something to energize that locker room and give them a little sense of purpose. And oftentimes, that sense of purpose and a little relaxation can lead to better performance the following week as well.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the gun on 3rd down. Milton trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Well, the numbers for Mostert a week ago, 12 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very 1st quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things, and look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh 1st. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Watkins here. Now he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Here's Fields. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself, taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
To throw on 2nd down. Milton. Throw to the right, caught by Okakwo. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Back to throw. Milton throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, Milton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, nothing 19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Milton. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
I'm going to give them a ton of credit here because they're just refusing to give that other sideline any kind of hope. That safety not only kills the drive, but adds to a big early lead. In the way that this one's going, I would expect that lead to continue to grow in the ensuing possessions.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Here we go.
A final shot before the break. Fields, the open man here, Renfro. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Check man. Check man.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they got the deal done, and now he can just focus on football. He's got that behind him. Family not going anywhere, staying put. He can focus on football.
And I like how you mentioned the family, because that's a huge part of it, because everyone needs to be happy and comfortable. And, you know, while this process was going on, people had to be wondering, especially within his own crew, are we going to have to move? Are we going to have to change things? Not anymore. They get to stay where they're comfortable and familiar.
This is 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Milton. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Operating from the gun. Milton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Now a first down throw, Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now a give to Mostert running right. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Fields. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense set to go again. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And quickly they get to the line.
50
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Milton. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Buffalo 18!
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Gets around him. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Fields. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Here's Mostert. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Justin Fields. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Titans. Chigakakwo, 83 yards. And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in. But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here we go, tonight. Do it.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action, Fields. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Here we go.
They run with Mostert off the option. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 26 yards. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off play action. Milton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3.
Operating from the gun. Milton. This one caught by Ridley. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
To throw on 2nd down. Milton.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
18, pioneer!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Back to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. Steeler touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. On fourth down, Milton. That is caught. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down. And he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
19 tight.
They'll look to throw again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Trap 60. Trap 50. Trap 60.
Looking to throw on second down. Milton. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Throwing on first down. Milton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when you break it down,